The call came in while I was at work. Ordinary day, ordinary noise, until a voice on the other end shattered everything I thought I knew. "You need to know what your wife is doing," he said. His words like a knife twisting into my chest. "She keeps lifting her skirt and going at it. With him. Right here in the office." In that moment my world stopped. 8 years of love, trust, and loyalty. Suddenly, all of it felt like a lie. Welcome to Breakup Cheater, where real stories of love, betrayal, and raw human emotion come alive. Each tale we share isn't just a story. It's a wound, a warning, and sometimes a way to heal. I still remember the moment my world cracked open. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't even her confession. It was a phone call. I was at my desk at work, buried under spreadsheets and invoices, when my phone buzzed. Unknown number. Normally I'd let it ring out, but something, maybe instinct, maybe fate, made me pick it up. "Is this Adam?" a man's voice asked, sharp and uneasy. "Yes," I said slowly. "Who's this?" There was a pause, then a rush of words, tense and cold. "You need to know what your wife is doing. We didn't want to call, but we can't watch this anymore. She keeps lifting her skirt and going at it with him. Right here. At work." My hand tightened around the phone until it hurt. "What the hell are you talking about?" "Your wife, Claire," he said, his voice dropping lower, like the weight of it disgusted him. "She's in the office supply room. We heard them. We saw them. We thought maybe you deserved to know." I don't remember hanging up. I just sat there for a few seconds, staring at the wall. My coffee went cold in my hand. A pit opened in my chest, a dull, twisting void that started swallowing everything. The noise of the office, the sound of my breathing, the whole damn world. Claire. Well, she wouldn't. We'd been married 8 years. We'd been through lean months, family illnesses, moving across cities to chase my job, her job. We were building a life together. But that voice, he didn't sound like someone making it up. I drove to her office on autopilot. My hands gripped the steering wheel, slick with sweat. The city blurred past, traffic lights and crosswalks merging into streaks of color. What if it's a misunderstanding? I kept asking myself that, like some desperate prayer. Maybe someone jealous at work. Maybe a prank. I parked 2 streets down, my pulse hammering. I couldn't just barge in like a madman. That would be humiliating, if it was true or if it wasn't. So I called her. "Hey," she answered, light and casual. I could hear the clatter of keyboards in the background. "Where are you?" I asked. "At work," she said. "Why? What are you doing right now?" She hesitated just for a heartbeat. "Typing an email." "Adam, what's wrong?" I swallowed hard. "I just wanted to hear your voice." She laughed a little, that same soft laugh that once made my bad days better. "You're acting weird. Are you okay?" "Yeah," I said, though my voice cracked. "I'm fine." That night I didn't sleep. She came home at her usual time. She kissed my cheek, smelled faintly of her vanilla lotion, and set down her purse like always. She talked about her day, the new project, the traffic on the way back. Not a flicker of guilt on her face. I watched her from across the table as she ate dinner, and for the first time in 8 years, I felt like I didn't know the woman in front of me. Over the next few days, I became a ghost in my own life. I pretended everything was fine, but I started watching. She started staying late at work. Twice, she came home with her blouse buttoned wrong, like it had been taken off and put back on in a hurry. One Friday, she had a faint red mark just below her neck. When I touched it, jokingly asking what happened, she flinched. "Oh, that. Just scratched myself with my necklace," she said, brushing it off. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. The breaking point came on a rainy Tuesday. She said she was working late again. I told her I'd bring her dinner. She panicked. No, don't. We already ordered in," she said too quickly. But I went anyway. I parked across from her building, waited. At 9:12 p.m., I saw her through the glass entrance. Her coat was open, hair slightly messed, cheeks flushed. A man trailed behind her. Someone I didn't recognize. They shared a look. Charged one. She got into her car. He leaned in, whispered something. She smiled. The same smile she used to give me when we were still us. I didn't confront her that night. Instead, I started collecting proof. I talked to the anonymous caller again. Turns out, it was a coworker who couldn't stand watching what she was doing anymore. They sent me messages, photos, even a recording. The audio broke me. Her voice, breathless, whispering, "What if Adam calls?" A man laughed. "Let him. He doesn't suspect a thing." I confronted her on a Sunday morning. The rain had stopped, and the house smelled of coffee. I waited until she sat at the kitchen table scrolling through her phone. "I know," I said quietly. She looked up. "Know what?" "About you." "About him." "About the supply room." Her face went white. The mug in her hand trembled. "Adam, I don't know what you..." "Don't," I said, my voice cracking like a whip. "Don't you dare lie to me now." Silence. She looked at me, eyes glassy, lips parted. And then she did the thing that hurt the most. She didn't deny it. She just whispered, "I didn't mean for you to find out like this." Like this. Not sorry I betrayed you. Not it was a mistake. Just, sorry I found out. The days after that were a blur of cold walls and broken rituals. She tried to explain. It wasn't serious. She tried to justify. "You've been so busy with work, Adam." She tried to turn it around. "Don't you think our marriage has been stale?" Every word was a knife. I had been working late for us, for the mortgage, for the future we said we wanted. I missed dinners because I believed in what we were building. I carried her dreams when she doubted herself. And all along she was lifting her skirt for someone else. People think betrayal is a sudden stab. It's not. It's a slow poison. I stopped eating properly. I slept on the couch. I answered her questions with one-word replies. At night, when she cried in the bedroom, I stared at the ceiling and wondered how a heart can hurt this much and still beat. I wanted to scream. I wanted to break things. But mostly, I wanted the woman I married back. And she was gone. The divorce was quiet. I didn't shout. I didn't beg. I gathered the evidence, handed it to my lawyer, and let the process unfold like a cold machine. She didn't fight much. Maybe she was ashamed. Maybe she wanted to run off with him. I didn't care anymore. The house was sold. Counts split. We divided our lives like property, because that's what love had become. An inventory. The last time I saw her was at the courthouse steps. She looked smaller somehow. The man wasn't with her. "Adam," she said softly, "do you hate me?" Thought about it. Really thought. "No," I said finally. "I don't hate you. I hate what you did. I hate who I became while trying to love you." She nodded, tears streaming down her cheeks. "I didn't know how to stop," she whispered. "Then you should have let me go before you destroyed me," I said. And I walked away. It's been 6 months. Some days I still wake up reaching for her side of the bed. Some nights I hear her laugh in my head and I hate how much I miss it. Betrayal doesn't just break your heart. It warps your sense of reality. But I'm healing. I've started running again. I've been cooking for myself. I talk to my friends, go out, live a little. People say time heals. I don't know if that's true. Time doesn't heal, it just gives you space to rebuild. And in that space, you start to realize something important. Her betrayal wasn't a reflection of my worth. It was a reflection of hers. Thank you for listening to this story. A story of trust broken, hearts scarred, and lessons learned the hardest way. If this tale moved you, share your thoughts below. Your voice matters here. Until next time, this is Breakup Cheater, where every night reveals another truth, and every truth leaves a mark. Stay vigilant, stay strong, and never ignore the signs.